Hey guys, welcome back to IteariTV. My name is Iteri. Today we are going to be making beadable pins using erasers for my pin toppers. So I created these two llama pins, which I love so much, using my eraser pals by Pen and Gear. These were purchased from Walmart. You can get erasers from pretty much anywhere. Cute erasers such as these, you can get them from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Five Below. Everybody has them. So usually you can get them at a good price, and a lot of them come in large packs. I've gotten large packs from Ollies. You can just get them from everywhere. And what I did was I used my Temu drill, which I don't have that sitting out, so hold on. I used this drill from Temu to drill a hole in the erasers, and it's super easy to drill a hole in the erasers because the eraser material is very squishy, just very easy to drill through. So it's not hard to drill a hole at all. And this one is a drill with a cord. I would highly recommend you invest in a cordless drill from Amazon. I haven't purchased one yet, but when I do, I will let you know how I like it. I've just been using this one because this is the first drill that I purchased and it's been getting the job done, but I'd highly recommend a cordless one. I like to travel when I craft, and cordless is always better. So with the two things that I did was the first one, I drilled a hole just in the middle of it, and I didn't go all the way through, and I used it as a pin topper. The second one, I was able to drill a hole all the way through, and so I was able to just slide it down all the way on the pin. So you can do either look. Of course, the purple pin is taller than the pink one because we have the llama at the top. The thing about these eraser pals also is that the erasers come off, like different parts of the eraser come off. So just keep that in mind. If you want everything, glued down, you can glue the eraser heads and everything, or you can use this as a pin topper itself. You can just use the llama head as a pin topper. You could cut this part off if you wanted to and just drill a hole in the llama head, or drill a hole in this part. You can just do so many things with this. The llama's, little strap here, little blanket strap also comes off, and you could use that as a pin topper. I have not glued these pins down, but if you want to glue all of your pins down, feel free to put E6000 or B7000 on the pin to make sure that, it doesn't move. But I don't know if every store's erasers all come apart like this, but I think it's great that you can have so many different options of doing things. So these pins twist at the bottom. These beadable pins are from CTS Wholesale, but you can get beadable pins from Amazon and Temu. You can probably order them on walmart.com, but these are all from CTS Wholesale. I just pulled a few that I think I want to use. I also ended up buying my bead design board from Hobby Lobby for only $3.79. I had one in my Amazon cart, but then I was in Hobby Lobby and I was like, oh, Hobby Lobby has these. So you would use these to lay out your beads for necklaces and bracelets or whatever. But I'm actually going to use it to help me lay out my beads for my beadable pins too, because I think it's just nice to be able to see the beads lined up together. So I may end up using this. And I've pulled some of my favorite beads and some of my newer spacer beads. So what I'm going to do is just show you my process. I'm probably going to speed you up, put some music on. I'm not going to let you hear the sound of the drill. I've shown the drill in previous videos where you could hear the sound of it. And I know a lot of people don't like that sound, but I will put a previous video in the, actually, I don't know which video is going to come out first. So, but if you want to hear the sound of the drill, if it matters to you, I can plug it up really quickly. Hold on. So you pretty much plug it up and you press this button. Sometimes it doesn't come on right away. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, guys, I had to change desks because I don't think the plug was as strong. I guess the plug was working over there, but for some reason this drill would not turn on. But over here, it turns on. So this is how it sounds. Very strange. I'm definitely going to invest in a cordless one because this particular drill from Temu does kind of do rinky-dink things, okay? I think we're going to start off with this zebra. I didn't think I was going to use this, but I kind of want to put the zebra on top of the pink fluffy fluff, sort of how I did this llama. I really like how this llama sits on top of that little fluffy puff. And I think I want to use the black, the white, in the pink. I think that's going to be really cute. With these erasers, everything comes off. So like the legs, the head of this one doesn't come off, but just the legs. So that's really neat. But I'm going to show you really quickly how easy it is to drill a hole in the eraser, because the eraser is the material, what is it, rubber? This pierces through it very, very easily. So I'm going to show you how I do one, and then I'm going to speed you up. Ooh, can't see. Hold on. And there is a stabilizer. There's a little stabilizer thing you can buy that will like hold this in place, hold this eraser down in place as you drill. And I think what I need to do is drill from the other end. So this is going to be tricky, but I don't have one of those little stabilizer things, which is fine. We're winging it. I want to drill from the other end. I want to drill from the other end so that it pokes all the way through, and it probably wasn't centered when I did that. Yeah, it wasn't centered. It's hard to do this and look on camera like I drilled the hole in the wrong place, but I was able to poke it through. Be better than me, guys. Be better than me. But you get what I was trying to do there. But if I had one of those, like, it's a stabilizer block where you can sit this down and just drill and it holds it up. So let's go ahead and finish making these pins. I'm going to drill holes in the other ones. Maybe, I definitely want to do one of the koalas. And I may make this like a topper. So this one's going to be in the middle. This one's going to be a topper. Probably going to add a splash of green. They fit really snug. But of course you can glue. And I can make the hole bigger, but I kind of like how snug that is. So we'll see. All right, I'm going to speed you up. We got to figure out what we're going to do here. Does this head come off? No. This koala is really cute. I might do both of the koalas. It might end up being a lot of black and white. All right, let's get to it.
some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
Okay guys, I have a miniature zoo going on here. I learned a lot of different things about these particular erasers. So the two llamas are the two first ones that I did. They are the kings of the kingdom. And they were pretty easy, but their heads do come off. So if you want to make sure that nothing comes off, you would need to glue the eraser and then glue your beads on your pins. With this one, the legs come off. And I don't know if this is specific to Walmart erasers only, because I got these erasers from Walmart, but I love how this turned out. Very short, sweet, and to the point. And it is a little heavy because this zebra is heavy. This one gave me the hardest time because I decided to take the koala head off of the body. So I decapitated the koala. And the inside of the koala has that little black cushion, which is why the nose is able to pop out like it is. And then this pin gave me the hardest time because I could not take the top off. I had to screw the bottom off in order to get all these beads on here. So I sort of had to do it backwards. When I have to do it from the bottom up, that's backwards to me. I don't like having to make a pin that way. But I squished everything together. Again, I would recommend you glue the face of the eraser so that nothing pops off. But because this is squished together so tightly with how I had to screw everything together, I don't think the koala face would go anywhere. These bows, if you get bows like this from places like Hobby Lobby, for instance, you will need to drill a wider hole into this. Let me see. Because this, I had to twist it on top of the pin. It did not slide easily. So you will need to widen this hole. See, and it still needs to be widened some more. I would definitely drill and widen this hole for any bows like this before beginning putting anything on your pin. So keep that in mind. This one, I had to just drill in a couple of times just so that it would squeeze down. This is one of my favorite ones. I love, love, love this koala and this black and green. Oh, this is so, so cute. Definitely keeping this one. My mom's going to want one. And I'm going to be like, well, I don't know which one I can give you because I love them all. And then, okay, so things that I learned about erasers that are shaped like this. So with these particular heads for this tiger, the tiger head comes off, right? Because it's linked onto this thing. I would recommend you glue it. Like I said, I'm not doing any of that for the purposes of this video because I'm trying to fly through this. But make sure you drill a hole through the closest to the back end of the back, like closest to the butt. That way the head won't tilt like mine sort of is. I actually like how it's tilting, so I would glue it like this, but so that you can slide the beads on top where the head won't pop off, right? So just be careful where you're drilling in on the back side. I didn't really have that problem with this particular llama because the center was easy, and these llama heads are coming straight up. I don't know, they're kind of made a little different from the tiger, but I didn't have any issues with the llama with just drilling through it. But y'all, are these not the cutest things? I will be doing more pins because I have, of course, the other animal erasers, but I also have food erasers that I want to do this with, and I am pretty much obsessed at this point. I mean, I am obsessed. They should have never let me have a drill. But I have some food erasers I want to do. And then, y'all, I have a set of markers. So I think I want to do a marker set with all foods. I want to use my food erasers that I have. It would have been really cute to do the zoo. I have 2 sets of marker erasers. I have 2 sets of beatable markers is what I'm trying to say. So I could do one with the rest of the animals. And then I could do one with the foods. But I really want to get into my food erasers next. I am just going to be having a field day with this. Again, use your glue if you don't want anything popping off. But for the purposes of this and what I'm doing with me, this is fine. Because I'm keeping all of these. So take your cute erasers, turn them into bead toppers. You won't regret it. Forgot my little koala. And let me know if you have any questions. This is a drill that I got from Temu. I'm not going to say I recommend this drill. If you get this just by like using free credits or whatever, then go ahead. Sure, knock yourself out, get it. I would say invest in a cordless drill. A cordless drill is going to make all the difference for me. It really is. It's just going to make all the difference. I don't like having to be near a plug. So that's just me. But it does its job. It did what it needed to do for this particular project. But would I recommend it? Probably not. I would say go on Amazon and get you a cordless drill. And of course, my little tiger is leaning. But I'm not sure if all erasers, when they're animals, I'm not sure if they all, like the bodies all pop apart. But just keep in mind, if you get these erasers by Pen Gear from Walmart, the bodies pop apart. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. Y'all, I'm so obsessed. I'm so obsessed. I'm going to be doing this repetitively for no other reason than that. I just want to see a bunch of these pins sitting in a jar, sitting and looking cute. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to do this at home or if you've already done it. And I have all these animals that I need to make pins for next. So I may show myself doing that. Who knows? I'll see you soon. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to all 3 of my channels, Praise Shop Cruise, Incredibly Iteri, and this one, IteariTV. I'll link the other 2 in the descriptions below. Make sure you check out my crafty playlists, my crafty projects playlists, my journal with me playlists. I'll put all of that in the description below if you ever want to see me use some of the supplies that I haul. So just always check the descriptions of the videos for information. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.